Namaste, namaste, beautiful beings. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. I cut and close all the portals and energies what didn't serve our highest best for all beings here on earth and the universe. Those unbalanced energies, cut, send it back to the universe, give it to Mother Earth for their use, for the highest best for all beings here on earth and the universe. And I invite all beautiful beings, all divine beings with love and light and with their beautiful wisdom, with their blessings, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, all divine healers, divine masters, teachers, all descendant masters from out there in the universe, in and earth, will come here. Guide me, please. The highest and best for benefit of beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my voice is getting better. I've been be quiet and going inward, and it's so beautiful because that's how really transformations coming to us and able to receive messages, see things for really not from external things what make us unhappy. We really ourselves what we reacting or project out to them. I guess my words still not coming to me, and I getting I don't know. I'm shifting my timeline because I'm lost tracks in my thoughts sometime. And it's not forgetfulness or anything like that, but people trying to tell actually. So I'm not taking that labels on me because yeah, I lost the track of thoughts, but something else came, something more divine, maybe. So yeah, transformation is inside. We have to go inward to find what make us scared, what make us triggered, and then I find it the best way actually, not just in meditation, but when I really reflecting on, not reflecting, when I really see and I start thinking in how blessed I am, how grateful and thankful for all the things, all the little things that really didn't come to us easier. You really have to sit with and think into it, because in the beginning, when I was start writing down many years, decades, I can say decades ago, when I'm grateful, it was really most for kind of materialistic things, was what is actually we need that too, because it's important for have clothes, have food, and have roof, so at least we feel more secure and able to a little bit more relax and start seeing all the little things. But actually those little things, really these little things are really, really big things. Because then I realized, and actually that was my nature, so for me it was not that big deal, because I never aimed to having a big mansion, or most people like, I want to have a big house, and I mean, I understand if you are really have a big, beautiful, close family, so you guys could live together, but I don't know if if I have a small family or if I live alone, I don't. I try not downsize because I wanna enjoy my life and not my mind going to these mundane things all the time, for cleaning, doing this, maintaining a house, finding people, finding reliable people, who come, and I don't have to be home for monitor them, be trustworthy and things, and yeah, because that's my home is my temple. I always look at my place where I lived. I never seeked out. Maybe that's why I don't really have that much attachment for seeking out, for going to temples and churches or those kind of places, because how I feel, and that's my personal things, but everybody different, and you do what is really make you feel comfortable and good, but for my spiritual growth, because I think I always aimed for it, for find a peace and find love, and I realized it's not really coming from external things. I didn't really know where it's coming from a long time. I was kind of searching, I lost. But for me, I really always set up my place is my temple, and even with my my body is my temple. It's really important how taking care of myself, and yes, I don't want to be hypocrite. Sometimes I lost track of that because over exercise them. I didn't overeat them, but like I I was I was have a very, very a lot of weakness for sweets, for sugar, and I didn't really know how messed up everything. I mean, I'm messing up my inner chemical system, and it's definitely let opening energy doors for getting very sensitive for my external things, are getting lost. It's hard to explain because you really need to go in, and you really need to have to have your own experience. That's I always say is that's number one things what I get from Buddha's teaching. He always said that, don't believe or don't follow blindly what I say. Try it out and see is it work for you or not. And just accordingly, how is benefiting you, but also benefiting all people around you. And so I don't want to go into these things, but that's including too, for I have to get out from my mind. Not all. I need to drop to my heart. And so that's when things is like the highest best for all beings. Because if I look at myself honestly, if I go in with my mind and not from my heart, I really always looking my comfort, what is me, and I just gonna really blame on people around me. And I cannot do that, because every moment is my choice. Every single thing in this life is my choice. And especially after you are kind of grown up, like you leave your home, you move to college. I mean, even before then, we reach a certain point and we're getting a freedom, or you give your children freedom. And actually, you need to give this freedom earlier, and actually you have to show for your children for your action, because that's how you're gonna learn. It's not enough you constantly lecturing them and that, not to do that. But if they're just healing it but not seeing it, is take a very extraordinary strength to making always a right choices. And this very, very not easy. I've been there, and I'm not putting myself on pedestal, or I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I just somehow I was always so connected with some beautiful energy for somehow I just knew. So I don't smoke, and the alcohol, it was just something like, yeah, it must be because I have very, very early not experience, because I didn't drink them, but I just see, and it made me sad. It make me like I not even sad, but just like really something happened when I see this person. And actually I broke down afterwards when I got a little bit older, when I don't really remember, but my neighborhood kids and my brother, when we got together and playing, and then picked up old stories and come to me for, so when I grown up, there was really a very poor neighborhood. We didn't have running water in our house. We have an outhouse. I mean, we just have rooms and we sleep in it, and we have a kitchen when we eat. But then a street have a fountain, and everybody have to went over there. Not everybody, because like I know across the street have running water in the house, and my other neighbors have it, but we didn't. And our house didn't make out from bricks. Our house made out from mud and straw, for pet together and things. So yeah, it was not really a but I chose that. And it was, now I see I'm grateful, because it put me in situations for somehow make a very deep impact on me, even knowing that. So going back, so this person in our street lives somewhere. He have a very serious addiction for alcohol, and he don't also have water in his house. So he come to this water. It's not a fountain because you have to pump it and do something to the water come out. It's not a well when you put the bucket and bring them up. It's kind of clean water. You can drink them. But anyway, and so he bring these little cans, and then he filled it up with water, and then he left it there, and he went to the bar and he was drink. And I don't even know when he come back because I'm sure we was already in bed. It was after dark, the lights was up because we have to be home when the light was up on the street. And so my neighborhood kids and I heard later on and said for that we poured out the water and filled them up with sand or dirt. Because, we was kids. We don't know better. We don't have supervise. Our parents was not home. And I don't know how old I was, but wow, it hit me so hard. I still stop crying. And I have to forgive myself. Because how do I know better? For I part appreciate that with that kind of things with other kids. But something with the person hate himself so much and he trying to escape his reality. And I don't know what happened to him. I never know he was ever been married or anything like that. But something happened to him. And he could not choose a other path for not drinking alcohol. And then just my heart still got squeezed, He carried home the cans and then want to drink. And it was no water in it. And he might have to walk back. And I was sleeping in my bed in warm house, and then he's suffering. So you see, these kind of things. But you have to forgive yourself. Even your kids, and you don't realize. Not just big things you need to forgive for you cheat on your your husband or wife, or your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you cheat on some business partner or whatever. These kind of things too, And that's a transformation when you see this and forgive yourself. These kind of things. So, and then you need to go inward because that's how it's going to happen. So anyway, it really makes a big impact because also he passed away because he was so attached to his addiction, for alcohol. And he was alone. So we're gonna need to really go inward and have gratitude for being able to overcome all obstacles, and we forgive this kind of shame because I have this little kind of things, like now, like thinking back, and I remember that because I was much older already. I was grown up and my grandmother smoked and I didn't. And I know how unhealthy that, and she was coping and she had a lot of issue, and then she buy the cigarette and I take them and I broke them and I threw them to a garbage or somewhere, and then she got upset, and then I say, what made the a difference really for the last couple of years in her life. Oh, a lot of things we do, and like, we cannot pull people into their light. They have to find their light. And I'm just here for reminding of you, for your beautiful light, for how gorgeous you are, how magnificent you are. Yes, I mean, we human, we are here for experience things. We came here to learn and to grow. So, like, I don't fear guilt, but I learned, and I see that it made a big impact in myself. What I never wanna have alcohol, and it is strange because I cannot even handle. A few times, when I went to somewhere and people trying to, because everybody, celebrating their wedding or something, and I just have a half a shot of berries on the ice or something, and I had just a little sip, literally, like just barely, and like in 30 seconds, I feel, and I do two things. I'm getting very quiet. I just sit and I just really observing, or I'm just very high and laughing, and I start moving like dance. And I'm not a good dancer. I have I don't know, at least 3 left foot. I honestly, I shouldn't say that. I'm a great dancer. I'm a great dancer. So let's do this beautiful transformation. Let's ignite our life. Let's get out from our mind. Open our heart to love ourselves. Because that's how you're able to transform everything, when you love yourself, when you forgive yourself. Because as soon as you forgive yourself, it's so beautiful, naturally taking you to forgive everyone, and then you just see, wow, that was a beautiful teaching. Yeah, the person have to went through for their karma, their suffering, and that person was there for me, for see things and observing it and have realization and not reacting and not being upset and not, all these things, but not helping us to blossom, to make our light brighter, because we have our light, but sometimes it's dim, sometimes it's really really dim, not that bright. And that's why we need to go inward and get that light turn up. So we're gonna work on it. We're gonna open our heart. We're gonna drop our mind to our heart. And we're gonna open our throat chakra. And that's really going to help us to express ourselves in a beautiful way from our heart. Because we don't even realize how beautiful we are, how loving we are. Somehow we forget. So just close your eye and just go inward. And go into your heart and be grateful for have this ability to forgiveness for yourself and forgiveness to other people. How beautiful ability is that? It's so magical. We are magical beings with our light and with our beautiful heart. yourself out and to love others. That's going to be our attention today, forgiveness for ourselves, for others, for the highest best, for all beings. And the image of a beautiful day, beautiful and light.